Hello and welcome to Power Skills with Janna. I'm Janna Jones, your leadership development specialist, coach, and mentor, supporting you as you build the most powerful skills in your toolkit. I wanted to take this opportunity today to dig a little bit deeper into what I like to call the power skills. Now, you may have heard of them by other names such as the soft skills, people centric skills, or essential skills. But I love the term power skills because I think it captures their true impact on effective leadership. So, in this episode, we will discuss what the power skills are, why they're crucial for modern leaders, and how you can develop them to enhance your leadership capabilities. So, whether you're a seasoned leader or an aspiring one, this episode is packed with insights that will help you to lead with more influence and empathy. So, let's start by further defining what it is that I mean. Traditional leadership development has really focused on the hard skills, the technical stuff, things like financial acumen, strategic planning and report writing, or other technical expertise specific to leveling up in a certain discipline or field of operations. While these are undeniably important, my ability to connect with, inspire, and guide others often hinges on more nuanced capabilities, the power skills. These encompass such a range of abilities that were traditionally considered the soft skills. And we consider them that because we believe them to be either innate or intangible because they can't necessarily be measured or learned in the same linear manner as the technical skills. Things like clear and authentic communication, for example, emotional intelligence, adaptability, critical thinking, empathy. These aren't just nice to haves. They are the very foundation of effective leadership and the cornerstone of engaged, productive, and thriving teams. In a traditional management style model, these skills were often labeled as soft, with the implication that they were secondary to the more quantifiable hard skills. But actually, in today's world, where collaboration, innovation, and agility are key, these skills are anything but soft and they are incredibly powerful. A recent study by LinkedIn actually found that 92% of talent professionals and hiring managers agree that the power skills are just as important or even more important than the hard skills. This shift in perspective really does highlight for us how crucial these skills are in fostering a productive and positive work environment and also driving organizational success. So, perhaps you're wondering why exactly these power skills are so crucial to leadership development. So, let me break it down a little bit further for you. Firstly, we live in a world of constant change, whether it's technological advancements, economic shifts, or unexpected global events. Leaders are continually being challenged to navigate new and uncertain times. Power skills like adaptability and critical thinking absolutely crucial in this organizational environment. They allow leaders to pivot quickly, to make informed decisions and maintain a clear vision, even when the path forward is increasingly complex or it isn't even entirely visible. Second, the rise of remote and hybrid work has changed the dynamics of leadership and teaming. In this new landscape, leaders are not just managing projects, they are also managing people across distances, time zones, and cultures. Communication and emotional intelligence have never been more essential. The ability to convey empathy, to build trust and rapport, then keep teams motivated when they're not in the same physical space, feeding off that energy from each other, that really does require a high level of emotional intelligence and clear and authentic communication. Thankfully, these are all power skills that can be grown and developed as any other skill can. And finally, there's an increasing emphasis on diversity in the workplace, and I'll talk about this a little bit later, but diversity is simply a single data point in time, and the real work is in cultivating psychological safety, fostering a sense of inclusion and belonging, and understanding your people as the unique individuals that they are while leveraging their strengths. That is a lot to focus on, right? Leaders then have to be equipped with the skills to foster truly inclusive environments where all voices are heard and valued. This does require quite a bit of empathy as well as cultural awareness, the ability to actively listen and deeply understand different perspectives in a way that helps them to navigate complexity while staying on track and progressing productively. Now, leaders who excel in these areas not only build more cohesive teams, but they also drive organizational innovation by encouraging these diverse viewpoints. So, how can you start to develop these crucial power skills then? Well, the good news is that, like any other skill, power skills can be cultivated with intentional effort and practice. So, let's start with a few key opportunities to get you started. Seek out regular feedback. Honestly, if I could recommend this to everyone, seeking regular feedback, whether it's from your peers, mentors, team members, your leader, your manager once removed, this can really help you to identify areas where you may need to improve. And it can also give you a much clearer sense of how others perceive you and how you show up for them, bringing a different level of self awareness to your own leadership style. Invest in your development. Now, many organizations offer specific training programs focused on developing leadership and the power skills these days. These programs often include things like workshops, seminars, online courses. They cover topics such as communication and emotional intelligence or conflict resolution. Do not hesitate to take advantage of these resources where they're available to you. I also deliver online, highly supported programs for individuals that are keen on accelerating their career, especially if it's not supported internally or by their organization. However, it's important to note that when I say invest, I don't just mean money as much as I mean time. This stuff takes work. You don't want to listen to things and seek out resources only to understand them. And there are so many free resources that you can access and subscribe to, such as this podcast, so many others, YouTube videos, TED Talks, TED at Work, heading to your local library, the personal development, professional development section, subsections on business or social sciences. There are also great resources on emotional intelligence, different ways of thinking, a growth mindset. But really, the key is that you're taking what you're learning conceptually and you're putting it into practice. So, what can you take from your learnings back into the workplace in order to try something new, in order to step outside of your comfort zone? Because this is where the magic of growth and development really happens. Consider practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness practice, such as meditation or journaling, can really help you enhance your self awareness and self regulation, and then build and grow your emotional intelligence. By regularly reflecting on your thoughts, emotions, and actions, you can become more attuned to how it is that you show up in the moment, what impact or activities, and how your leadership style, your communication, how those things impact and affect others. Embracing challenges. I know that I mentioned this already, but it's so worth repeating. Step outside of your comfort zone and take on leadership challenges that force you to rely on the power skills, whether it is leading an improvement project that requires you to lead through influence or cross-functional teams. Perhaps you might choose to mentor a colleague. These experiences can help you to hone in on your abilities in real-world situations, strategically taking you from conceptual understanding into meaningful practice. That is where the growth really begins. Engage in mentorship. Both as a mentor and as a mentee, I've worked with so many mid-level managers that think that they are above having a mentor and that they should be the ones to mentor. And then they're shocked when I tell them that their CEO has a mentor. Mentoring is shared experience, and we should be surrounding ourselves with others who have done the thing that we want to do. And likewise, mentoring others can improve your communication and empathy. It allows you to share a different perspective without telling the other person what to do. I always find it really fascinating as well for my own leadership to understand what my mentees get out of what I have shared and what they do with it, what they utilize in their own leadership practice, as that helps me to better understand my own communication style and what lands best for others. Actually, let's stop there because I think 5 opportunities is plenty to start with, and I know that a lot of people listen on their commute, so let's just go with 5. So to recap, I would seek out regular feedback, invest in your development, practice mindfulness, embrace challenges, and engage in mentorship, both as a mentee and as a mentor. So consider now what you might like to try and take back into your workplace. I would love to hear how you progress, so please don't hesitate to reach out at any time. As we look to the future, it is so clear to me that the power skills will only grow in importance. The world is becoming more and more interconnected, diverse, and fast paced, and leaders who can adapt, communicate effectively, and lead with empathy will most certainly be the ones who thrive. Organizations are also really starting to recognize this shift as well. Many of them are placing greater emphasis on the power skills, not only in their own leadership development programs, but they understand that to lead successfully in the 21st century, a balance of the technical and the power skills is essential. And they're even being considered in interviews and as part of cognitive agility testing today. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day as we have explored what the power skills are, why they're so vital to leadership, and how you can start developing them today. Remember that leadership is not just about knowing your or having all of the right answers. It's truly about connecting with people, about understanding their unique strengths, their skills, and their needs, and guiding them through challenges with confidence, courage, and care. It has been my absolute pleasure to connect with you. If you have enjoyed this episode as much as I have, do not forget to subscribe to Power Skills with Jana for more insights and opportunities for your leadership. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts, so drop me a message on any of the socials via Power Skills Development. I'd love it if you would take the time to leave a review, as this helps other great leaders find us and connect. It really would mean the world to me. Thank you again for tuning in, and wherever you are, stay safe and have a fabulous rest of your week.